Today we attended the memorial service for the children that perished, the boys that were burnt in the fire at Endarasha. And we also showed you the Endarasha Charity um, Wabaringo Road. And I think you saw the state of that road that was launched by none other than the Deputy President, now our President, William Ruto. I also held a civic education rally here in Kieni West in Nyeri County. We continue to do what we have to do to try to fight for our nation, of course, at great costs, because sometimes it's difficult to fight the enemy and still fight some people on the side who are also fighting you. I am requesting all Kenyans to give me their support in the sense of just handling for me negative publicity. I think you've seen that the state has invested a lot of resources in terms of trying to paint my name in bad light so that jina iharibike nishindwe kufanya kazi. But remember, you are only as strong as your team members, and since I'm a team player, if they weaken me, they've weakened the movement. Therefore, I'm requesting that you support me. I'm sorry that we had two parallel or three parallel spaces running today. We had not consulted in advance, all of us, to see how we can consolidate, but we promise that in the future we will consolidate. Also, let me take this opportunity to thank the Kenyans that have been contributing towards my cause. I want to remind them that the system they contributed for, we bought it together with the vehicle. So what we did is we saved some money on the sound system and then invested it in the vehicle, because initially what we had said is that we'll repair the vehicle, but now somebody, gave us a very big discount and said that the balance on the vehicle is a donation. So we bought the vehicle at a very cheap price, which was like a donation from someone. Then we discounted and got sound that was a bit more affordable and put it on. But the sound is super and it's okay. I also want to report that we continue to crisscross the country. Right now, we are on our tour of the Mount Kenya region. We decided to begin in Isiolo as we come back this way. Today we were in Nyeri. We'll continue doing the Mount Kenya exposure, showing you projects that money was allocated, they were launched, and they never started. And if they started, they stalled. And if they didn't stall, um, looting of public funds happened. Let me be grateful to Nelson Amenya in terms of how much commitment he has had on the Adani case, and how much he has put in effort in terms of collecting documents and informing all of us. Mr. Nelson, if it were not for you, I would not be knowing about the Adani. And I believe I have a role to play in terms of kicking out the Adanis, because you see, not all of us can be activists and not all of us can be Twitter moguls. Some of us are born in political families and we can actually be politicians. So I'm requesting all of the people that are on this space tonight to stop thinking that politics is a dirty game, to know that it is time for young leaders and people of integrity to come up and take leadership positions in our country. Kwa hivyo msiogope kuingia katika siasa na msiogope kusema kwamba mnataka viti vya siasa, because clearly siasa is determining our everyday life. Whether you are a professional, whatever you do, you can realize that siasa is actually, even if you don't like it, you don't want to participate in it, it's affecting your life. So far what we've done is that we've abandoned our elective institutions and left them to idiots, drug dealers. We've left our elective institutions to money launderers and people who do sex trafficking and human trafficking and all manner of criminals of international repute. They're the ones holding, positions of influence in our government. Yet we are here, people of integrity, people like to take the country forward, and we are not getting an opportunity. The other thing the citizens of Kenya need to think about is campaign financing. I know have been called names, nimetusiwa, nimeambiwa this is a con man. Some people have even gone to my Facebook and revised back to my posts in 2022, gotten pictures of me and my wife on Indiani and posted them and saying ndio huyo ameenda holiday na pesa yenu. That is just an attempt to discredit me. The government is scared that I'm redefining campaign financing and that I'm managing to raise resources to combat corruption. So they are worried about that because they expect we become beggars, so that when Ruto calls you to give you some money, unaenda ukikimbia, or when Oscar Sudi calls you to give you some money, unaenda ukianguka, because they expect you to be beggars. But me, I've been be given 10 bob, 20 bob, 50 bob, 100 bob, 1,000 bob by the Kenyan people. I am very grateful, na ninawaambia ukweli, mimi sitaaibika kuomba usaidizi because I have two Prados to fuel, yenye mlinunulia na yangu, the one that I had kutoka kitambo, the one that the bloggers edited the number plate wakasema ni KCX. That Prado is actually a KDK. So niko na hizo mbili kufuel, niko na generator ya kufuel, I have security to pay and a researcher to pay. So mimi nitawaomba tu mkinitumia 10 bob, 20 bob, 30 bob, 50 bob, it will go a long long way. But ikifika mahali mnikaushe pia ni sawa, niko na kaploti mahali kenye niko ready kuuza, because I can tell you me I'm dying for this. Hata kidney yangu, si tuko na kidney mbili, moja tulipewa kama startup capital and I hope
restart what you'd said. Tumekupoteza kidogo. Go back like 30
I
seconds.
had a call came in and then I was unable
All
to
right.
communicate. So mi nimesema I will not be ashamed of continuing to ask the Kenyan people to support me, because I know I will be accountable for the support that you've given me. Of course, I'm not able to also reveal every expenditure that I do. For example, if I start revealing where I fuel, nini nini, the government will also be very keen, because if I post it on my social media, I'll also be telling them and they'll be able to come for me and know that this is my movement. But I want to assure the Kenyan people that whatever you finance, it will happen. I promise that. Na ikifika mahali mnikaushe, niko na kaploti mahali nitauza, because me I'm in this kwa hali na mali. In fact, I have two kidneys. I don't need the two. I just need one. So I can also sacrifice the other one tufanyie kazi. I want to tell all the young people that are in our country that, look, I, Morara Kebaso, have become popular, but this popularity is not mine. Nimepewa na watu. Na since nimepewa na watu, I'd like to use that platform to be a convener of people. Na mimi nataka kama uko kwa ward level, sumbua MCA. Audit MCA kabisa. Audit yeye paka kichwa yake wake kama pressure cooker. Wherever you are in a constituency, audit your MP. Tell him Morara alisema to audit. Audit him badly paka alie machozi. Wherever you are in the county, audit your governor, because Morara cannot go to every single corner of this country. But I want to give birth to thousands and millions of Morara who are in every corner of the country injecting. Hata wakati niko on holiday, bado wafuasi wangu wana inject. So that's what I want to do with my popularity. I want to use it as a platform of convening and inspiring people to do what I cannot be able to do. With regards to Russia, I want to assure you that we attended the prayers. We were very disappointed that a member of parliament, who is also the chairman of budget, flew in with a helicopter. That was jokes, because he flew in with a helicopter instead of going through the road. Aone vile barabara ya Russia ni mbaya, and that's why fire engines were not be able to get to the place on time. The CS for health was also there. I talked to her. I told her that Kieni West does not have a single hospital. So I told her, I can confirm here that I spoke to Deborah Mlonga and I told her that the whole of Kieni West haina hospitali hata moja. I hope to see action in that direction. Thank you so much for continuing to support us. As you can see, ile support mmetupea imekuwa ikifanya kazi, makontrakta wamekuwa wakirudishwa site, wizi imeanza kupungua, kuna uoga kidogo. Mi nisaidieni tu na mnisupport na mniombee, and please don't expect me to be perfect. I'm only human. I will make mistakes, but I accept correction.